Ja's been in talks ever since the Luka trade happened. Ja
Yeah.
just by default ended up on the trade block. Like, nobody, when you heard about Luka, everyone woke up, looked around, they're like, "Yo, Ja, get
Yo, John, you
Yo,
ain't safe either,
you're
fam.
you're next."
You're, this guy said you're next.
So,
You're cold, dog.
does Ja get moved this summer as well?
I mean, if they can get something, I don't think Memphis is eager to trade for Ja. I don't think they believe that they're from winning it all like an NBA championship. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
I think you might have to move like Desmond Bain. You know what I'm trying to say, and maybe build around Jaren Jackson Jr. just because he plays on both sides of the ball. So you kind of want a big like that, but his rebound is not that great. So you definitely have to go out there and get a I don't know Zach
Yeah.
Edey. He played okay as a rookie, but I don't know if that's your championship center going forward. But outside of like Ja Morant, bro, from an efficient standpoint, he's not that efficient, bro. And I think the league was starving for a face of the league, and because he was doing the flashy dunks, he was young. You know what I'm trying to say? He looked marketable. It was kind of like, Ja's gonna be our
Yeah.
face of the league, but like he's not that efficient. He's not efficient from three. You know what I'm trying to say? He already said, "Hey, I don't want to dunk anymore," even though he's dunked a couple times in saying that. Um, Now he's coming with gun fingers, explosions. Like I don't know,
Grenades?
dog. Grenade, yeah, sorry, grenades. Like I don't know, bro. Like I don't know, bro. When it comes to corporate, like yo, the NBA is a business. They're a corporation, bro. Like they don't want that stuff. Like in the individual teams, I don't think they feel all those shenanigans that this guy puts up with. You know what I'm trying to say? And I think
Mm-hmm.
that outside of basketball, I think that they don't want a guy like Ja to represent their organization. I
Mm-hmm.
think he's bringing too much that YN energy, bro. And like I don't think they're cool with that. So I think that if they were to trade him, first of all, I don't think it'd be like for peanuts. I think they would look for a decent trade
Yeah.
and like and then just kind of take it from there. But I don't think he's gonna get traded for his basketball talents. But I don't think his basketball talents is enough to save him from not getting traded. You know, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
for example, like let's say like Anthony Edwards, bro. This man spent over $100,000 in fines based on like talking crap,
Yeah. And just
swearing,
cursing.
cursing, all these things. Do you think the Timberwolves are gonna put him on the trading block?
No.
Nah, bro, they might even pay his fines, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say? So, so that's where we are. I just think that if a something great comes in their way, they might give him up.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm trying to say he's not untouchable. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm talking too much.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just not untouchable
Mm-hmm.
like Jokic and those type of guys.
Yeah. But that's the thing because it seems like the decision has to be made this year. Is either they sign him to the super duper max,
Oh, they better not.
right? Because he's been there for what 6 years, 6 7 years, or whatever. He's at the
Yeah.
point where he's gonna get that contract that Luca got uh, kicked out of because he switched teams, right? Or got traded. So it's either they pay him or they move him.
But but hold
Move
on.
him.
You don't think the Luca trade drop the market because I sort of like the top players to kind of generate the market. So like if you Luca's not gonna get 300, bro, even if Jaws agent comes to me and I want to keep him, I'm going, bro. Like what are we talking about? Like Luca didn't get 300, and Luca's a
But
way better player.
but the thing is that he got as much as he could based on eligibility, right? So I think I hear you. Like you're gonna be like, oh yeah, Luca got that, but Jaws also gonna be like, Luca got that because they traded him. And I see what
Okay,
I'm
fair,
eligible for, so
fair.
he's gonna want like if Jaws who we think he is, he would probably want the max because even just the headline of hearing that he took less, I don't even think it's good for him PR. It's almost like okay, I know I'm owned by the team because it's either like they just gave me what they thought I was worth and I had to take it because I had no choice. That would be the vibe that I mean I would get for sure. If knowing that he could have got X amount and he got way less, you're still on the same team and you're eligible for this. He doesn't come out and say I took less to help the team, like how my boy in New York did. I forget his name. The point guard.
Brunson.
Brunson. Right?
Yeah,
Like
Jalen Brunson.
we know he took $100 million less. Right? So it's almost like Ja has to acknowledge that he is doing that and say it's based on the progression of the team because
so
there's no other way around it.
so like so like so like you don't count the Mavericks saying, "Nah, we're not going to trade. Sorry, we're not going to pay this guy $300 million and trading him." Like, is that not a market? Sorry, is that not a hit to his value though? Like for a team saying like they had the opportunity to give the 300 million. Like I understand what you're saying. Like if Jaw's eligible for it, that he can. Yeah, they'll probably give it to him. But in the same breath, another team, sorry, Luca was eligible for the 300 million max, and they said, "Nah, we're good." So in a way, isn't that not saying like Luca had the opportunity to get 300, but he didn't get the 300. And although he's on the Lakers, he can't get it because he got traded. Can
Mm-hmm.
Ja still say that, or can an agent still say that the reason why Luca's not getting the max is because he got traded? Like I'm not sure if I'm making sense.
No, I hear you. I just don't think that that's gonna be how Ja takes it. I mean I don't know the guy personally, but
Yeah.
like we know that the Mavs moved him. They do value Luca, but they didn't value his work ethic for 300 million, right? And that's why they didn't even give him the choice. They just traded him. They probably would have signed. There's always gonna be a price where you will sign Luca, right? Like if he says, okay, like we're considering a trading you, well, obviously they're gonna come and ask you that, but they'd be like, okay, we're gonna give you 200, right? If they try to do the negotiations early, they didn't even bother try. They just traded him because they understand that everyone thinks that what
Mm-hmm.
the max is, they deserve it. Jimmy Butler, James Harden, you name it. Any player is gonna take that max. LeBron, they all take the max,
True.
right?
True.
So
True. 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 No, I
I
hear
mean,
you.
LeBron. I think LeBron took a little bit less to make sure his kid gets paid, but that's still in the James family.
It's still
Like
yeah, still James.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
still
the
in the James
dynasty.
family. So I think and he understands he's old as hell, and like he's number two on the team, right? Even when Davis was around, he's like, I'm number two, but that number one guy, they're gonna want it. So I personally think that I don't know where he would go, but I think he has to get moved, or he has to come out and say I took 100 mil less for the betterment of the team.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. But is from your perspective, like if you were the GM, are you giving him 300 mil? Like, do you see John Morant as the
No,
guy who has it? Okay,
no,
okay, okay,
no. He
okay,
doesn't
okay.
deserve the 300 mil. No, 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 no. If Luca doesn't deserve it, he definitely doesn't deserve it for
Yeah,
sure,
exactly. I was gonna
for
say, don't
sure.
even try to. You don't try
Don't
to
even
say
bother.
like, yeah. To me, John Morant is like, I don't want to like I don't want to put him in the Jalen Green category because I think he's a better player than Jalen Green, but
Yeah,
he's just not efficient, man. Like, and
yeah.
bro,
He's
I
right there
look
with
at
him.
yeah, efficiency wise, bro. I look at efficiency to kind of determine players, bro. I don't look at
Yeah,
points per game
yeah,
because, bro, you could score 33% from the field but have 30 points if you take X amount of shots. You know what I'm trying to say?
yeah,
So I don't really look at your points per game per se. I look at your efficiency. How efficient are you from the floor? How efficient are
yeah,
you from the three? And Ja, man, he ain't it, bro. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
No facts,
So
facts.
if I'm them, even though his value is probably a little low right now, especially after
Yeah.
that what was it? What was it? Sweep, right? They got swept by the OKC Thunder. Man, my memory shocked, bro. But uh,
Uh, I forget.
yeah, my
I
memory
no, they
shot,
got
bro.
they got swept. They got swept.
Yeah, okay,
They
my
got
memory
swept.
shot,
They got
bro.
swept.
Like I don't know what they do, but hey, they have Jaren Jackson Jr. They have Desmond Bain. You know what I'm trying to say. So and oh, they have that Jalen Wells man too, the rookie that
Yeah,
they
the young man.
drafted last season. So they have a nice little nucleus, and
Yeah,
depending on what they can get back for Ja, you
yeah.
never know. You never know. So
That'd be the
yeah,
route. That'd be the route I go for sure, for sure. Because look around the league. Who's the highest paid point guard?
that's a good question. I can't
Yeah,
think of the top of my head right now. I really can't think of the top of my head right now. Steph Curry, probably.
yeah. I want to say Steph. So if somebody knows, just comment below. But I would believe it's Steph. But I saw this, and I'm glad that it's kind of leading to that because I saw the stat. Not about what Steph is doing now. He's still doing amazing stuff. But like that MVP year, he was the very first player ever, the very first 90, 50, 40
40.
player to average 30 points. Ridiculous. Number one. Number two, he was number one in 3 point percentage and 3 points attempted.
That's crazy work.
That is insane. That's actually insane. So it just shows that like it's the best thing to do to shoot that shot. Like
Yeah,
the best shot you have is Steph Curry staying at the top of the key or doing whatever he does to get his shot off. Right? That's the one point guard that should be scoring 25 plus.
facts,
The
facts.
only point guard in the league. If you want to count Luka as a point guard, sure, maybe him too. But even his efficiency isn't even up there as well. Right? We
No,
know that as well. It's not even there.
no.
And like it's crazy because like I guess we've become accustomed to the new Luca because like the first couple years where I was like, oh, who's this? International player. When he's hitting all those game winners and Dirk was still there, he was slim and he was dunking on people. He was a completely different player. So, I mean, if you go back in time and see what the Mavericks see, they see like a girlfriend that like just let themselves go.
Oh, you're cold. Oh my. No, but you're right. You're right. I met you, yo. I met you when you were smoking hot. Nah, bro, you gained with too much weight, bro. I'm sorry.
It's actually crazy. Like the difference. I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot about that Luca. I forgot about him.
Yeah,
So yeah, no, Ja doesn't, and for the most part, most point guards don't deserve north of 250. Like 200 is a lot for a point guard, a lot.
yeah, it's a lot of
So
money still. Yeah.
we'll see where he ends up based off of that.